I just wanted to make a comment. I'm the teacher that told Claudius that if he wanted technology, he had it. And I really don't remember this.
We also brought some academic issue to the presentation.
Okay, so we are Margarete, and I'm Patricia. And
for some reason, your slides were going to progress after 6 seconds.
Wow.
Let's change that. I've just changed that, don't worry. It's just a bit, it's not a bit challenge. You ready?
so we would have a third of a chat.
Yeah. Betcha. You ready?
Okay. Go. Okay, so we're going to present something a little bit more academic also, which is critical thinking in call environments. And this is based on an article that we found in a book called Call Environments, and it's called Critical Thinking. So we're going to start now. Hello?
No.
Lots of our students belong to Generation Y, people who were born between 1982 and 2002. And one characteristic of these people is that doing is more important than knowing. Trial and error is a strategy they use. Multitasking is their way of life, and they have zero tolerance for delays. Based on this, the language educators have concluded that critical thinking can help students transform their lives and their environment. Okay. Critical thinking has been a key component of education. Back to Socrates, the first one who questioned authorities, and then John Dewey last century, who brought reflective thinking to the classroom, inviting teachers to teach critical thinking. And then Freire, our Paulo Freire, Brazilian, who said that through critical thinking we can bring social changes. Faccioni, too, brought this idea and said that critical thinking can liberate us politically and economically. Some strategies to teach critical thinking. The Socratic questioning, there is no right answer. We should also model thoughtfulness, and we should also tell our students to observe their answers and their opinions from different angles. We should also accept unconventional views and talk about open-ended social issues and use materials that hold contradictory views. We should also analyze propaganda.
The role of the teacher. So when we think about the teacher as a very important piece, we should think about the teacher as a facilitator. And this means that the teacher should step back when the students are having a conversation or a debate, but also know when to intervene when it's necessary. This will allow our students to really express themselves and their ideas. But we also need to bring in our students the need to seek for clarity, to be open-minded, to be well-informed, which is very important for critical thinking, and also be sensitive to the feelings of others. Above all, we also need them to maintain a sense of objectivity and to remain skeptical in order for them to question. And of course, we cannot forget that they need to be fair-minded as well. Well, computers and the internet technologies have become a very powerful support for critical thinking because they bring lots of information and tools in order to challenge claims. So it is a way that we can use in order to have interaction not only with the students and the material, but among themselves. So this way, they can be connected and connect their ideas with other students or other materials as well. So this way, our students will be constructing their own knowledge, and they will become the constructors of their own knowledge. But internet can be good and bad at the same time. So we need to teach our students how to tell the difference between cyber trash and cyber treasures. One thing is the domain. Gov and org is much better than com and net, but we also have to look at the owner and the sponsor of the site. And here are some activities that we brought for you that you can use in order to use critical thinking. One of them is called Building Character, in which the students research 3 people that are admired by them and different web pages, and they bring the adjectives that the pages bring with them. They take it to class, they collect the information, they put it into a spreadsheet, and therefore, after it is in the spreadsheet, they can analyze all these activities that identify great thinkers. And this way, this can be a model for them and their own lives as well. Another one is hot lists. Hot lists are a list of web pages, and web pages are better than sites because they don't need to look around for things. And you can give them a topic like, for example, pollution. Then group students in order to research types of pollution, things that are affected by pollution, companies that are pollution, donations that are made by companies that pollute. This way, students can compare all this information and construct their own opinion about pollution and how bad or how good the companies that are donating, for example, doing for them. Another one can be treasure hunts. Treasure hunts are basically based on questions for whose answers the teacher lists web pages. And the important thing about this activity is that the questions have to be questions that usually will appear with contradictory answers, so that students can compare and discuss about this. For example, which country emits the most greenhouse gases? Of course, we're going to have different countries saying that putting the blame on other countries, right? Of who is the bigger greenhouse producer. So we would like to thank you, Margarete.
Thank you very much.